It wasn't all about golf for Viktor HOVLAND, and in fact, he might have chosen a different career path if his father, Harold, who was working as an engineer under St. Louis in the United States, hadn't been bringing home golf clubs whenever he visited Norway to spend time with his family. Born and raised in Norway's capital, Oslo, Viktor HOVLAND started playing golf when he was 11 years old. Although his father, Harold, wasn't a professional golf player, he was a die-hard fan of the sport. This was why he spent most of his time in Norway at golf courses with his son to make up for lost time. This was what set the ball rolling for what would turn out to be a journey to becoming one of the best golf players in the world. Welcome to Golf Links. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for updates on new video drops. Born on the 18th of September 1997, Viktor HOVLAND began his journey to becoming one of the golf superstar players in his home country in Norway. He started his golf training at an indoor driving range. Aside from golf, the rising Norwegian golf star also picked interest in other sporting activities like taekwondo and soccer, and it's not surprising that he wasn't a good English speaker from the start. He speaks Norwegian, and that is understandable considering the fact that he was born and raised in Norway. However, the golf champ did go the extra mile into incorporating the English language into the list of languages he understands and speaks fluently. He was able to find a way around his inability to speak and understand the English language by watching movies, especially Amistad, and today Viktor HOVLAND is renowned for achieving the feat of being the first Norwegian to win the US Amateur in 2018 and also the first Norwegian to participate in a Masters event in 2019. Just like the Europa Super League, a new tournament believed to be sponsored by American financial heavyweight JP Morgan, created a stir in European football in 2021. The LIV Golf Series, which started with an invitational series on the 9th of June 2022, is equally tearing the golf world apart. The LIV Series, sponsored by Saudi Arabia, is clashing with the PGA Tour, and with a mouth-watering offer on the table for top golfers, the impact is that some of the A-list golfers expected to grace the 2022 PGA Tour may opt out in favor of the Saudi-backed series. Some of the big names that participated in the event were Phil Mickelson, Dustin Johnson, and Bryson DeChambeau, to name a few defectors from the PGA side. Amidst the controversy tearing the golf world apart, it came as a surprise to many golf fans when news began to filter around that a 24-year-old Norwegian golfer may be jumping the ship. But in a swift rebuttal, HOVLAND stated that he has no plans to leave the PGA Tour in favor of the LIV Series. Although Viktor said he wasn't surprised some of his colleagues were jumping the gun, he said it came to him as a surprise when he received the information that Dustin Johnson was moving to the new golf league. So far, several golfers who promised that they won't be joining the rival series defected after receiving mouth-watering offers. If Viktor decides to go this way too, it won't be so strange. However, for now, he maintains that his loyalty is with the PGA Tour. Meanwhile, the golfer has had an impressive career so far. The climatic condition in Norway is quite different from most countries in continental Europe or any part of the world, all thanks to the country's geopolitical position around the Arctic region. The far northern region of Norway, which hosts the Lofoten Island, was surprisingly the next stop for Viktor after a T4 finish at the BMW Open Championship. After driving for around 22 hours up north of Norway, Viktor said that this was the first time he had traveled this far to the northern part of the country, and he expressed how surprising it is to build a spectacular golf course in such a remote area. Although the budding golf star didn't arrive at the course with his clubs, he participated in the tournament with a club he received from his buddies, with whom he attended the event together. According to a local report on the tournament, the golf star teased the next day, and folks around the area reported that Viktor birdied 2, 8, 11, 13, 15, and 17. He also logged 6 birdies plus an eagle and 11 pars for a round of 8 under 63. As confirmed by Sports Illustrated, Viktor is Norway's biggest golf star. When Viktor HOVLAND stormed the United Kingdom for the 2023 St. Andrews Golf Tournament, he was no doubt one of the golf stars that many spectators and golf lovers across the globe were looking forward to recreating the magic he performed at the PGA Tour in 2020 and European Tour, which took place in Germany in 2021. The St. Andrews tournament started well for the young Norwegian golf star, especially during the first 3 days of the event. In the opening round of the tournament in Scotland, Viktor started out with 6 birdies and another 6 birdies in the second and third rounds, but failed to sustain the momentum, which saw him lose out on the final day of the event. On the final day of the tournament in St. Andrew, the 24-year-old was in a tie for the lead with Rory McIlroy, but surprisingly, the birdies that had kept him as one of the event's main contenders dried up on the final day of the event. From the very top spot, the 2020 PGA winner landed the downslope to a tied fourth slope with English golfer Tommy Fleetwood. In an interview, Viktor admitted that it was a little anticlimactic, as he was expecting to still hang in there for a while longer. However, it was obvious that he didn't hit the ball well, and that ended in a frustrating day. The 150th British Open was won by Cameron Smith of Australia, who made 5 birdies in a row, latching home to victory with 8 birdies on the final day of the event on Sunday, despite a hot chase from Cameron Young and McIlroy, who finished the event on 2nd and 3rd place, respectively. At the moment, Viktor is yet to win any of the 4 majors, which include Open Championship, US Open, PGA Championship, and Masters. His best finish at any of the events was the Royal St. George's in England, where the Oslo-born golf star finished in the 12th position with a score of 6 under 275. At the 2021 Masters, Viktor's score to par was 288, even, finishing the tournament at T21. The same year at the PGA Championship, he reached 290 plus 2F, finishing at T30. At the US Open in 2019, Viktor achieved a 280 minus 4 score to par, where he finished the tournament on T12. Viktor's best at the Open Championship was in 2021, where he was able to garner 274 points, minus 6, to finish at T12. Viktor HOVLAND became a golf sensation in 2018 after winning the US Amateur in the Masters in 2019, becoming the first golfer from Norway to achieve such a record. Viktor has won 6 times as a professional, with 3 of the winnings coming from the PGA Tour. In 2020, he won the Puerto Rico Open, making him the first Norwegian golfer to achieve the milestone in golfing history. He won with 20 under 268. His next win was the Mayakoba Golf Classic, which he won with 20 under 264. He also won the 2021 Worldwide Technology Championship with 23 under 261, bringing his total victory on the PGA Tour to 3. In 2021, Viktor further cemented his position as Norway's greatest golfer of all time when he won at the 2021 BMW International Open with 19 under 269. With these records under his belt, it's not surprising that he has made some decent earnings so far. Based in Oklahoma, in the United States, Viktor turned pro in 2019, and he is currently ranked number 10 in the World Golf Ranking and 14th in the FedEx Cup ranking. Viktor's earnings so far in 2022 stand at almost $5 million and more than $12 million in career earnings. While the details of the deal between Viktor and Ping are yet to be made public, the Oslo-born golfer is believed to have a net worth of $15 million, thanks to the amount that he has raked in from career earnings and endorsement deals with Ping, Pareto Securities, J. Lindenberg, and Cisco. Viktor is one of the rising golf stars with huge potential, and you can bet that he'll do all it takes to keep it this way. However, it seems that part of his plan is keeping everything about his personal life private, especially when it comes to his love life, as there's no information about him being in a relationship. Viktor is the reigning champion at Worldwide Technology Championship at Mayakoba, and he will be defending his title in the El Chameleon Golf Course at Mayakoba, Quintana Roo, Mexico, between the 3rd and 6th of November at the ongoing PGA Tour. He is pretty confident about having an amazing outing. It's definitely worth looking forward to, as this event is less than 2 months away.